You showed up, and that already makes today better. I'm Lily.
And I'm Sam. So glad you're here with us today. New episode every single day. Subscribe now so you never miss one. Okay, before we get into the story, we need to tell you what's coming in this episode, because this one is genuinely practical.
We're talking about hotel English, everything you need to check in, ask for what you need, and handle problems without panicking or going silent.
I'm going to tell you about a hotel stay that went completely wrong. Wrong room, broken air conditioning, and a very long silence at the front desk where I had absolutely no idea what to say.
Then I'm going to give you 4 essential words that cover every stage of a hotel stay, from the moment you arrive to the moment you check out.
There's a metaphor coming that makes the whole thing click in a way that's going to stay with you.
We've got expressions, common mistakes, 3 real scenes, including one with Claire, and a quiz that makes everything stick.
If you've ever traveled to an English-speaking country and felt completely lost the moment someone at the front desk started talking, this episode is going to change that. Stay with us.
So Sam, tell me about the hotel stay.
Okay, so about a year ago, I was traveling for work. First time staying at an international hotel where everything, every sign, every interaction, every form was in English. And I thought, I've got this. I've been practicing, no problem.
And?
I walked up to the front desk. The woman smiled at me and said, "Welcome. Do you have a reservation?" And I said, "Yes." And then she asked me a series of questions, and I answered all of them, very smoothly, very confidently, until she said, "Would you like to know about our amenities?"
And you didn't know what amenities meant.
I had absolutely no idea. I just nodded and said, "Yes, please." And she spent 5 minutes telling me about things I couldn't fully process. Process means understand and make sense of, because I was too busy internally panicking about the word amenities.
Sam.
And then I got to my room, and it was wrong. I'd booked a room with a view. View means the scene you can see from the window, and I had a wall. Just a wall. And the air conditioning made a sound like a small helicopter was living inside it.
Oh no.
And I needed to go back to the front desk and complain, in English, to a stranger about a wall and a helicopter.
Did you?
I stood in the corridor. Corridor means a long passage connecting rooms in a building, for about 4 minutes rehearsing what to say. And then I went down and said, "Hi, my room. There is a problem."
That's it?
That was it. My room. There is a problem. Like a very confused cave person. She was very kind about it, but I knew I had the words somewhere in me. I just couldn't find them when I needed them.
And that's exactly why this episode exists. Those words are in you. We just need to make sure they're ready when you need them. Check in, amenities, complain, upgrade. 4 words, all about hotel English, all completely learnable, and that's exactly what we're talking about today.
I'm ready, and slightly embarrassed about the cave person sentence.
Let's start with check-in. To check in means to arrive at a hotel and register. Register means officially record your arrival so you can get your room. It's the first thing you do when you arrive. The noun is also check-in, as in the check-in process or the check-in desk.
I'd like to check in. I have a reservation under Sam. That's the sentence I should have started with. And did, actually. That part went well.
Check-in is at 3 p.m., or the check-in process was quick and easy. We were in our room within 10 minutes. And the opposite is check-out, to leave the hotel at the end of your stay and return your room key.
What time is checkout? One of the most useful sentences in any hotel in the world.
Absolutely. Now, amenities. This is the word that undid means caused to fail, reversed the success of Sam at the front desk. Amenities are the extra features and services a hotel offers beyond the basic room. Swimming pool, gym, restaurant, spa. Spa means a place offering beauty and relaxation treatments. Free breakfast, room service. Room service means food delivered directly to your room.
So when she asked if I wanted to know about the amenities, she was offering to tell me about all the extra things I could use and enjoy during my stay.
Exactly. The hotel has excellent amenities, including a rooftop pool and a full spa. Or, I chose this hotel because of the amenities, especially the free breakfast.
Free breakfast is the most important amenity. If a hotel has free breakfast, everything else is forgivable. Forgivable means possible to forgive, not too serious to overlook.
Now, complain. To complain means to express dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction means the feeling of not being satisfied, things not being good enough, about something. In a hotel context, it means telling the staff that something is wrong and asking for it to be fixed.
Which is what I needed to do about the wall and the helicopter, and failed to do with any competence. Competence means the ability to do something effectively and well.
I need to complain about my room. The air conditioning isn't working. Or, she complained to the front desk and they moved her to a better room immediately. And here's something important. Complaining politely in English is a skill, and it works. Hotels want you to be happy. If you complain calmly and clearly, they will almost always fix it.
Calm and clear. Not, my room, there is a problem.
A little more specific than that, yes. And finally, upgrade. An upgrade means getting something better than what you originally booked. A larger room, a higher floor, a better view, usually at no extra cost or a small additional fee. Additional fee means an extra amount of money you pay on top of the original price.
The magical word in hotel English. Can I get an upgrade?
They upgraded us to a suite. Suite means a set of connected rooms, more spacious and luxurious than a standard room, because of the issue with our original room. Or, I politely asked if there were any upgrades available, and they moved me to a room with a sea view.
Politely asked. That's the key. You don't demand an upgrade. Demand means insist aggressively. You ask, warmly, with a smile, and sometimes it works.
More often than people think. Here's the metaphor for today. Think of a hotel stay like a theatrical performance. Theatrical performance means a play or show performed on stage. The hotel is the theater. Your room is your backstage area. Backstage means the area behind the stage, private and personal. The lobby means the entrance area of a hotel, is the stage where everything happens publicly. The amenities are the props. Props means objects used in a performance to enhance the experience. And the staff are the supporting cast. Supporting cast means the actors who help make the main experience work. When you know the language, when you can check in confidently, ask about amenities, complain professionally, and request an upgrade gracefully, you stop being a confused audience member and become the director. Director means the person in charge who makes things happen the way they want.
I was very much a confused audience member standing in the corridor rehearsing, "My room, there is a problem."
Now, expressions, things you can use immediately. First, I have a reservation under, this is how you introduce yourself at check-in. I have a reservation under Sam, clean, clear, professional.
This one I did correctly. Small victory.
Next, I'd like to raise a concern about, this is a polite, professional way to begin a complaint, more formal than I have a problem, and much more effective.
I'd like to raise a concern about my room. The air conditioning seems to be malfunctioning. Malfunctioning means not working correctly, failing to operate as intended.
Perfect. Next, is there anything available with a better view? A gentle, non-aggressive way to ask for a different or better room.
Is there anything available with a better view? I was hoping for something other than a wall. Said with a smile.
Next, would it be possible to, this is one of the most useful, polite request structures in English, soft, respectful, very natural. Would it be possible to get an extra pillow? Would it be possible to have a late checkout?
Would it be possible to move me to a room where the air conditioning doesn't sound like aviation? Aviation means the operation of aircraft.
Just a thought.
And one more. I appreciate your help with this. Always end a complaint or request with gratitude. Gratitude means the feeling and expression of being thankful. It keeps the interaction warm and increases the likelihood. Likelihood means probability, how likely something is, of a good outcome.
The staff at that hotel were genuinely lovely. I just couldn't find the words to work with them properly.
Now, 3 scenes. Scene 1. Casual. Sam texts a friend during the hotel stay.
Okay, so I checked in fine, but my room is a disaster. No view, just a wall, and the AC sounds like a helicopter. Going back to the front desk to raise a concern and hopefully get an upgrade. Wish me luck. Last time I said, my room there is problem, so the bar is low, but I'm aiming higher this time.
Perfect. Real, warm, natural. Scene 2. Professional. Claire is traveling for a work conference and calls the hotel ahead of arrival to confirm her booking and ask about amenities. Hello, I have a reservation for next Tuesday under the name Claire. I wanted to confirm the booking and also ask about your business amenities, specifically whether you have a meeting room available and reliable Wi-Fi throughout the property. Property means the entire hotel building and grounds. I'd also like to inquire means formally ask, whether there are any upgrades available for that night. I'll be arriving late, so a smooth means easy without complications, check-in process would be very much appreciated. Appreciated means recognized and valued.
Claire makes hotel calls sound like diplomatic negotiations. Diplomatic negotiations means high-level discussions between representatives of different parties to reach an agreement.
And she probably gets the upgrade every time. Scene 3. Emotional. A friend tells you they're about to stay at their first international hotel, and they're terrified about the language. What do you say?
Hey, it's less scary than it sounds, I promise. You have 4 sentences and you're covered for 90% of situations. I have a reservation under my. Could you tell me about the amenities? I'd like to raise a concern about my room. And would it be possible to get an upgrade? That's it. 4 sentences. And if something goes wrong, and sometimes things do, the staff are there to help you. Be clear, be warm, and with thank you. You'll be fine. And whatever you do, don't say, my room there is problem. Learn from my mistakes.
That is the most practical, most generous advice possible.
4 sentences. That's genuinely all you need.
Before the quiz, something to everyone who has ever traveled to a country where English was the main language and felt completely overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means having too much to deal with, feeling unable to cope. The moment someone at the front desk started talking, that feeling is so normal. Hotels move fast, the vocabulary is specific, and you're usually tired from traveling. But here's the truth. Hotel staff speak to hundreds of people every day. They are practiced. Practiced means experienced and skilled through repetition at understanding people with different accents, different levels of English, different ways of expressing themselves. They want the interaction to work. So do you. That's already half the battle. Half the battle means a significant part of the challenge is already overcome.
The other half is knowing 4 sentences, which you now do.
Quiz time. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1. To arrive at a hotel and officially register your arrival. What's the expression?
To check in.
Number 2. The extra features a hotel offers. Pool, gym, spa, free breakfast. What are they called?
Amenities.
Number 3. To tell the staff something is wrong and ask for it to be fixed. What's the verb?
To complain. To raise a concern.
Number 4. Getting a better room than you originally booked, usually at no extra cost. What's that called?
An upgrade.
Number 5. You arrive at the front desk. The first thing you say is,
I have a reservation under, and then your name. That's your check-in opener.
Number 6. Your room has a problem. You want to tell the staff politely. You say,
I'd like to raise a concern about my room. The air conditioning isn't working properly.
Number 7. You want to ask for a better room gently, you say.
Is there anything available with a better view? Or would it be possible to move me to a different room?
Number 8. Wrong. I want to complain my room. Correct version?
I want to complain about my room. Complain about. Always about. Not complain the room or complain my room.
Perfect. Number 9. You end your complaint at the front desk. The last thing you say is,
I appreciate your help with this. Always end with gratitude.
and number 10, the final question. It's a year ago. Sam is standing in the corridor outside his hotel room with the wall view and the helicopter air conditioning. Using today's vocabulary, what should he have said at the front desk?
Hi, I checked in earlier and I have a reservation under Sam. I'd like to raise a concern about my room. I booked a room with a view, but I've been given a room facing a wall, and the air conditioning seems to be malfunctioning quite significantly. Would it be possible to move me to a different room? Ideally, one with the view I originally booked, and functioning air conditioning would be very much appreciated. I really appreciate your help with this. Clear, warm, specific, grateful, and absolutely zero cave person energy.
That was perfect, and you would have had a completely different stay.
I would have had a view instead of a wall and a silent night instead of a helicopter. Lesson learned.
Shadowing time. Say these out loud. I have a reservation under...
I have a reservation under...
Slowly. I have a reservation under...
I have a reservation under... Your name goes at the end. This is your check-in opener. Know it cold. Know it cold means know it so well you could say it in any situation without thinking.
I'd like to raise a concern about my room. The shower isn't working. I'd like to raise a concern. I'd like to raise a concern about my room. The heating seems to be off.
I'd like to raise a concern about my room. Polite, professional, gets results.
Would it be possible to get a late checkout? Would it be possible to move me to a quieter room?
Would it be possible to? The most useful polite request structure in English. Use it everywhere, not just hotels.
I appreciate your help with this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help with this. I know it's a lot to ask. I appreciate your help with this.
I appreciate your help with this. Always end with gratitude. It changes the whole energy of the interaction.
Come back and say these phrases out loud again. Pause, rewind, repeat. These are sentences you might need in a real hotel. Make sure your mouth knows them before you arrive. You know what I find interesting about hotel vocabulary? It's one of those categories where knowing just a few specific sentences can completely transform. Transform means change completely and significantly your experience. The difference between standing in a corridor saying, "My room, there is problem," and walking confidently to the front desk with 4 clear sentences, that's not a difference in English level. It's a difference in preparation.
I had the English. I just didn't have the sentences ready. And when you need them immediately. There's no time to translate in your head.
That's why we practice out loud, so the sentences are ready before the moment arrives, not translating in the moment, just speaking.
Just speaking. That's always the goal, isn't it?
Always. Now, tell us in the comments, have you ever stayed at a hotel where you had to speak English? What was the hardest part? We want to know. We read every single comment.
And if this episode helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who has a trip coming up. Give them the 4 sentences before they need them. Also, our last episode was all about first dates in English. Nervous, conversation starter, click. Really fun one. Link is right there.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. And to the woman at the front desk a year ago who was so patient with my room there is problem, I'm sorry. And thank you. You were very kind about the wall.